It is a Flashcard Friday, completely random topics from a stack of cards. You submitted the subjects. I don't know what's coming. We're playing it all off the top of our heads right now on the Locked On Celtics podcast.
Beantown, be ever ready. It's the C's. Who else could it be? What they gon' say now? Screaming like JT, Karalis. We kept the madness every game, every practice. Prime time, Depp and D White on the sideline. Raining J's, how it started, raising banners, how we finished. Locked on Celtics pod, home of the winners.
Hey there, welcome back to the Locked On Celtics podcast. It's right here on the Locked On Podcast Network, where it's your team every day, and I got you covered with your favorite team, the Boston Celtics, every day, 3 days a week, really. But bonus podcasts for the next month if they're necessary. 5 days a week, starting on September 8th. So back to the 5-day grind. Just taking a little easy here in the slow part of the schedule. But you still want Celtics podcasts? I got them for you. Everywhere podcasts exist, they're always free. They're on YouTube. Get into the comment section, share your thoughts with me, John Karalis. I'm a beat writer. I cover the Celtics for Boston Sports Journal. I've been doing a version of this job for about 20 years now. I've also written a couple of books about the team. Today's show brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase of tickets, last-minute tickets, whatever you want to go to at Game Time. This is how Flashcard Friday works. I've asked multiple times for people to submit one-liner topics. If you're watching on YouTube or here, you can listen. This whole stack of index cards has topics. I shuffle them. I bring in Tom Westerholm. There's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hey. What's up?
Just sitting here shuffling cards, not knowing what we're going to talk about. It's 3 segments of unknown topics, Celtics topics, some serious, some not so serious. We're going to get through a bunch of them and give them all the appropriate amount of time. And it's
I like that. We're going to give them the appropriate amount of time. If this is stupid, you get very little time.
We get 45 seconds. But if it's a good topic, we can go for a whole
derisive look from both of us.
Yeah. Judgment. Full judgment from all. Oh, my God. Judgment and like extended conversation after the podcast is over.
Yeah. That's the thing that people don't know. Yeah.
All right. So
like, if you're ever worried that your therapist talks about you, it's like your podcast hosts.
Podcasters do. Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no. All right. Let's get into this. Okay. First, what were you right about? I think the first question,
see, we're gonna have a conversation about whoever submitted this and how much we like you. Yes.
So I remember the phrasing of this. Like, you always talk about what you were wrong about. Like, you admit, like, yeah, I was wrong about this guy. I was wrong about like RJ Hunter or something like that. But what or who were you right about? Tom, I'll give you the honors.
Oh, man. All right.
Where do you want to start with who you were right about?
My favorite one. Okay. So, okay. So I mean, one of my favorites, right, was when first of all, I saw Markelle Fultz when he was a sophomore in high school, right? Mm-hmm. And he was not ranked. He was not in the top 100. And I was watching him and I was like, this guy is this guy's awesome. Like, this guy is a lottery pick player. He's going to be really, really good. Watched him climb up the draft boards, watched him become number 1. I was like, I mean, yes, 100%. I'm fully bought in on this. It felt very odd because I was kind of coming up as a Celtics writer at very much the same time, right? Like, I was like, yeah. I was starting to become, like getting closer to becoming a beat writer at the same time. And it was just funny because then, the Celtics get the number 1 pick. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a little bit of cosmic something, this is great. Like, this is going to be really cool. I'm going to cover this guy that I've been covering since he was in high school. And as soon as it became clear that the Celtics like might move on from this, I was like, the only other guy that to me makes sense is if they believe in Jayson Tatum. Because if they believe that Jayson Tatum, because like you could see it with him, right? There were other guys in that draft where it's like, okay, like, this guy's got this potential, this guy's got this potential. But you could see that, like, if certain things worked out for Jayson Tatum, that there was a superstar in there. And so, yeah, I felt like I felt like I nailed that draft because and obviously I stand to this day. I stand by if Markelle Fultz shot hadn't deserted him. That guy's a superstar. That guy is the next James Harden. That guy's everything. I think that guy would have been awesome. Weird stuff happens, but that draft, I felt like I really nailed that one.
Mm-hmm. I don't see you did a lot of draft stuff, and that's a place where being right and being wrong it's very clear, right? Like, and I'm not like, you either believe in a player and it works, like, or you like, people believe in players all over the draft, and either works or it doesn't.
The caveat to that is that it's very easy to, like, you can kind of people, like, you can put like your darts all over the board a little bit, right? You can be like, okay, I believe this guy, and you just kind of like forget about the guys that you
yes. This is a tough one for me. I'm gonna say, because I'm so right so often. I don't know where to take credit. I want to take credit, and I don't know if it's I want to take credit for Joe Mazzulla, because I feel like I've already been proven right about Joe Mazzulla, but it's still up for debate for too many people for me to be like fully like taking a victory lap. But they won a championship. I do think that he's on the right path. Like, his approach is the right approach. I think he's right about a lot of things. I do have some questions still that have to be answered. But we can go. I don't know. I really don't know which direction to go with this. Maybe I can go back to like Rajon Rondo. Because there was a big debate about him, and now people are talking about him like a Hall of Famer. Like, is he a Hall of Famer? And I'm like, I was fully on board on the Rondo train from the beginning, and it feels like people have come around on him a bit. And I'm just like, he was always a savant. He was always great. So
the highlight reels were always going to be kind to Rajon Rondo for sure.
So I don't know.
I mean, I'll help you out if you need one. I last year and I agreed with you, but like, you were very clear about like, this is a championship team. I think this team is going to win the championship.
Okay. Yes.
And like, and you kind of like, you watch that team and it's like, okay, like, I don't see anything here that looks like not a championship team. You always still have like that little doubt in the back of your mind. Like, I don't know, what if they blow it like they did against Miami? And that was last year. That was like a real question, right? Or 2 years ago at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, that was a real question. Like,
I'll go with that one.
Coming off a tough season, you don't know. Like, and you were just like, this is a championship team. So,
I did. Okay. Yeah. That'll be it. That'll be my answer. Because I did say from the beginning, put your lawn chair down on Tremont on Beacon right now, because I saw it. I did see it.
What we're looking at here, and
I kind of yes. Okay, all right. We'll go with that one. Okay, next topic. Thank you. Portugal the man. I don't know why I put that one in there, but someone wrote it down. I don't know much about Portugal the man. They have. I think I've heard like a couple of songs from them. I'm not a big Portugal the Man fan. Are you?
I'm not. My tendencies are much heavier. Generally.
Yeah, you're a heavy.
I like a lot of very heavy music. Like, my playlists these days are very. It's very all over the place, because it's a lot of really, really heavy stuff. And lot of hip hop, and then country. Now, like, I just like country music all of a sudden. The alternative thing got me. I don't know what to tell you. So
wow, interesting. I'm not a country music guy, but it's so funny because my Spotify playlist, my Spotify algorithm has no clue what to do with me, because like today it played, let's see, because I use like the DJ function every once in a while, so it just randomly plays things. It went from Lizzo to CeeLo Green to Run the Jewels to Michael McDonald. Like, just randomly, I don't know, all good stuff, but yeah, it's some kind of like in the same theme, but like, and of course my Greek music can get run in there, but no Portugal the man. I
will say, I remember, I think it was like last year or a couple of years ago when I came on the pod, Somebody said that I looked like I was in Portugal the Man. So I don't know if it's the same guy. But I did appreciate that, and I have thought about going back to the mustache that gave me the Portugal the Man look. So we'll see.
Gotcha.
We'll see.
I have to make sure Millie's is also a regular in the regular rotation on Spotify.
I really like Millie's.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that as a bit for the pod. Like, I really like Millie's. He's good.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take a break and we'll come back to discuss Brandon Bass.
Let's talk about some guys.
Let's talk about guys. Let's be guys who remember random guys.
Some guys.
Brandon Bass when we come back. Talk about an algorithm being a mess. All right, today's show is brought to you by Game Time. Game Time is an app that I've used many, many times because you want to go to a last-minute event, a concert, whatever selling tickets to a place that's entertaining you, it's going to be on Game Time. Game Time makes going to concerts faster and easier than ever. A WNBA game right now, baseball game, soccer game, prices actually drop the closer you get to showtime, game time, and you can save up to 60% off with their killer last minute deals. If you're tired of scrolling to find the best deal, Game Time has zone deals that pick the best seats in your section. The app will show you a panoramic view from the seat that you're about to buy. So you can be like, yes, I want this. No, I do not want that view. I will spend $10 more to get this view. Whatever it is, the price that you see is the price you're going to pay. There are no hidden fees. So, and it doesn't matter if your plans change because the Game Time guarantee has your back with cancellation protection and more. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets, concert tickets, show tickets, game tickets at Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use the code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem the code LOCKEDONNBA, LOCKED on NBA for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Thank you for making Locked On Celtics your first listen every day. Go check out Locked On NBA. That feed has two podcasts, Locked On NBA, Locked On NBA Game Night. Both podcasts covering the league as a whole, even through this downtime. So you get basically three podcasts on two feed, Locked On Celtics, two Locked On NBA podcasts. So go check that out. You got all your free basketball podcasting covered there. All right, back to the Flashcard Friday, which you, the everydayers, people with us every Monday through Friday or 3 days a week now for the next month or so, submitted topics like Brandon Bass. Whoops, I have Tom muted. Hold on.
I got to say that this is one of the this is a fun one so far.
This is a good one.
So shout out to you guys. Yeah.
So I think of Brandon Bass actually as like the kind of like the line of demarcation where power forwards needed to shoot beyond the free throw line. He had a nice mid-range game. I think he kind of got pushed out of the league because he could never extend his shot to the 3-point line. But he was a money mid-range shooter. He was always in fantastic shape. Yeah. I remember people getting on him because he was a big, strong dude. Yeah. Like one of my last things, like I remember him saying things like, I eat to live, like I don't live to eat. I eat what I need to eat to basically do this. And like, he was very in incredible shape. And yeah, he had, I remember the criticism of him being like, for a guy that big, he didn't bang as much down low. So he was kind of getting it on both ends. He wasn't banging as much down low, but he also wasn't extending his game.
Yeah,
he was a tweener. But I thought his mid-range, like every time he pulled up from 15, I was like, that's money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that high shot, right?
Yeah.
Held it so high. Yeah, I mean, he's an interesting guy because he was in that. He was part of that bridge. Right. He was part of the bridge between the eras. And like, I don't know. Those guys are just such interesting guys. I mean, I think Jack Simone posted a clip of Jared Sullinger throwing outlet passes today that I was just like, Jared frickin' Sullinger. Like
Yeah.
and I feel like those guys are really interesting. Of course, you remember the guys who were on the championship teams. Those are the guys who stay around the organization. Those are like Eddie House, Brian Scalabrine. Like those guys are Leon Poe. Those guys are still around the organization because they won a championship in Boston. And but then it is really fun to kind of think back to the guys who got kind of slipped between the cracks a little bit. Right? They were part of those teams that were in between eras, and Brandon Bass is like the quintessential in between the era guy because he was for sure an NBA player, right? Like he wasn't. This isn't like like a James Young, right? Like this isn't like that. Like this is a guy who was very much and belonged and deserved to be in the NBA and was there for a long time. But yeah, no, it's Brandon Bass is a fun one. Also, his son is pretty good.
Is he?
Yeah, 4-star, has a bunch of offers. He's 6'4" shooting guard, offers from like Florida State, Houston, LSU, a lot of big ones. Yeah.
I'm gonna look up. I'm not even gonna like look at the stats. What do you think his Celtics averages were? I feel like they were like 14 and 8.
Oh, those were the numbers I was literally going to say.
Yeah.
Literally 14 and 8 is what I was going to say. I'll take the under on both.
Okay.
But just because I don't feel super comfortable taking, I don't think he was like a 16 and 9 guy.
No, he was. So we're both remembering him very fondly because he never averaged more than 6 rebounds in his career, but that happened to be with the Celtics. His Celtics stats were 10.6 points, 5.5 rebounds. And I don't know why I said 8 because I knew he got criticized for not rebounding.
Yeah.
So I even said it, but 10.6
and 5.5. He wasn't that tall. He wasn't, it was
6'8".
Yeah, 6'8".
6'8", but 250.
Listed at 6'8". He didn't look super, Jayson Tatum is sometimes listed at 6'8". I bet Jayson Tatum is a good.
He's like 6'10", man. I can't.
3 or 4 inches taller than Brandon Bass. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun. Brandon Bass.
Good one.
He's cool. Okay.
Always in favor of guys.
All right, here we go. Oh wait, this is an old one. Let Al walk and start Luke Cornett. That doesn't apply anymore. Sorry.
Good idea.
Good concept there. How do we feel about reviews and the last 2-minute report? So,
okay.
How do you feel? Let's start with the last 2-minute report. How do you feel about the league putting out just the last 2 minutes?
Hey, listen, here's the thing, right? You and I love the game, but you and I also play a different game around the game, which is the content game. Yes. And as players of the content game, the last 2-minute report is great.
Yeah.
It just creates all this stupid drama that otherwise there's no reason for it to exist because it doesn't change anything. It gets the people going. So you know what? I'm in favor of the last 2-minute report. I'm 50-50 on reviews. I'm not opposed to them. The thing I am opposed to, that if I could fix one thing in basketball, it's kind of related to reviews because the argument is, right, like reviews slow down the game, yada, yada. Fair enough, right? I think there should be no timeouts for the last 5 minutes of a basketball game. Those games, the games where it just kind of flows, and they're very rare, but when they just kind of flow and it's a close game down the stretch, it's incredible. It is. That's just
a very FIBA European.
Amazing. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I love those. So I'm in more reviews, fewer timeouts down the stretch. You can, if you save timeouts down the stretch to sub people in and out, I'm cool with that. But that's my hot take. I don't mind the reviews specifically.
So I'm in favor of reviews, but I want to revamp how they do them. I think there should be a dedicated review official.
Yes.
At every game who is watching and or 2 officials at every game and is watching and is like, oh, okay, that's a questionable call. Let me just go back and kind of start the ball rolling on the questionable call. And it doesn't have to be on the sideline, could be in the back, could be like, because there's a referee's room behind in every arena where they go at halftime or before the game. That ref could stay in there with a feed of the game and just be like, okay, this is interesting here. And then when the review is initiated, that ref's already got the ball started rolling. Like, okay, guys, and you're in consultation with the refs up front. Be like, here are the relevant things. This angle shows this. This angle shows blah blah blah. So any block charge, any potential whatever foul out of bounds. So when you go to the thing, it's already it's begun and you've cut the process. And if you can't make a determination within a minute, the call stands.
Yeah.
And
especially
that's
with this guy back there helping out. Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you got a person back there helping out, once the challenge happens, the ref hits a button, boof, clock starts going, 59, 58. That's it. When the buzzer sounds, if you haven't determined something, then call stands. And they have to be honest about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Two things about that. One, they do this in soccer. It's called VAR. They have they have a guy who checks if you're offsides. Exactly. Yep. They already do that in soccer. It works well. Fans still get mad, obviously, but it is.
Sure.
They have it for red cards. Like if a guy might get sent off, you a lot of times VAR will take a look at it, maybe call the ref over and say, hey, this you kind of missed this. You should take a look at it. It works well. It's a good system. Also, number two, this is how the Celtics end up losing Matt Reynolds. Is he eventually the league says, no, we need this guy running.
We need this guy.
Our review system. You're in charge of everything, Matt. Congratulations on your promotion. So.
Fair enough. And as far as the last 2 minute report goes, just review everything. Either give me a report for the whole game, every call,
every IC, INC,
give me all of them. Give me all of them or none of them. That's what I want. Yeah. Either tell me everything or just leave it alone. The last 2 minutes, because the call that you missed in the second quarter is just as important as the one you missed in the fourth. Like you blew, if the refs had a bad stretch of 2 minutes of their heads are up their butts, and that should be out there too.
That's great information that I would love to have. Yes, the L48M report.
That's right. That's right. All right, we'll come back. We'll get to another topic here. Oh God, guys, we're doing guys today. I didn't realize.
Yes,
Kevin Gamble. Kevin Gamble.
Okay.
All right. One very notorious claim to fame for Kevin Gamble when we return. Today's show is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. It's time to fuel up and turn it up with 5 Hour Energy Transfusion. It brings that bold grape, ginger, and lime flavor to your favorite golf drink, minus the alcohol, into a quick, energizing shot. Whether you're sinking birdies or just making memories with friends, there's a hole-in-one in this one for your energy game. So when you're out there on the course, it could be very easy. Listen, if you play like me, you need a couple of these 5 Hour Energies, especially if you're playing 18, because I don't know if 5 hours is going to cut it. There's a lot of hacking. There's a lot of looking for the lost ball. This is where you're just making memories with your friends. My golf game is more about memories with my friends than it is about actual shots, because I can think of maybe 2 good shots that I've hit in my entire life. But I know that 5 Hour Energy shot is going to get me through whatever. Maybe I'm gripping it and ripping it that day, but we know that it's all about good times with good people, good flavors. Of course, the grape ginger lime flavor gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without chasing down the bev cart. If you go to 5hourenergy.com today, that's the number 5hourenergy.com. You can use my promo code LOCKEDONGolf to receive 20% off your order. The offer is only valid until September 30th on one order, and it cannot be used with other promotions. The code is not good on subscription orders. Whether you're meeting up with old friends or trying to turn 18 holes into 36, get the energizing boost you need to power through. Order transfusion-flavored 5 Hour Energy shots today. All right, we're back. We're talking about guys. We're talking about Kevin Gamble. The notorious thing about Kevin Gamble, he wore number 34 before Paul Pierce. So he gets to be the guy that says, oh, that's my number up in the rafters. And like,
That's right. That's right. Kevin Gamble was before my time. I don't have a lot of Kevin Gamble. I
honestly
and
don't.
I hate this. I hate this because we just got done talking about how much we love talking about a guy, but Kevin Gamble is a little bit before my guy time.
Yeah. So Kevin Gamble also before mine for the most part, although not really before my time. It's just that it was in a time where, so he comes into Boston 88, 89. So and leaves 93, 94. These are forgettable Patino years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are forgettable. This is we're on our way out of
sad years, really. End of Bird years.
The end of Bird years.
Yeah.
We're more into players kind of like passing away. I'm now heading into, this is for me, I'm heading like my high school years and my college years. And so not watching the Celtics the same way because I'm playing basketball all the time and we didn't have VCRs and all that stuff. But Kevin Gamble had a nice stretch with the Celtics where he averaged 15 and a half points a game. It's, you know, he did have, I remember a little bit of Kevin Gamble playing out there, a little smooth stroke out there on the perimeter, playing a kind of a Paul Pierce light game, you know, in a way. So that's my recollection of Kevin Gamble. I got some Kevin Gamble bouncing around in here, but not in the part of my brain that's really retaining a whole lot of it.
Yeah. I was really, at the time, I was really working hard on learning to walk and potty training myself.
That is not a great excuse. Okay. Let's go to compression garments. How do you feel about compression garments that the players wear?
In favor.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, I will go farther. I like them as an accessory. I think Asia Wilson looks really cool with like the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's such a look.
Yeah.
So no, I'm very much in favor.
I'm pro. It's so funny as when they first came around, compression garments and podcasts kind of have a similar arc where they came, like podcasts existed and then they kind of went away. And then there was a resurgence and now they're like the most popular thing. I don't know why, but they kind of like lost popularity for a while and maybe it's because they were ahead of their time. But anyway, I remember being like flat out saying like, why are you guys wearing pajamas out there? Like, what is this? And it might've been when like Dwayne Wade started wearing them and like in the Heatles kind of like that era. I'm like, why is this happening? And I think then I got a little bit older and I started wearing it when I was playing. And I'm like, oh, this is good. This is good. And it's also like, I started to like the look.
Yeah.
I'm in favor of the compression pants look.
Yeah.
And I'm a two-legged guy. I'm not a one-legged. I'm going two-leg compression pants.
I would I was a two-leg guy for sure. But I mean that's just because, you know, Asia Wilson hadn't invented the look yet or hadn't like popularized it yet. I think that if I was hooping right now, I would be into the idea of the one.
One leg.
It's a look, man. It's a look. It's very on purpose. I appreciate anything that's like on purpose. It's like I decided this.
Yeah,
I like that.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
It does mess up my shot when I wear them on my arms, though.
This is such a good one, and this might be how we end this.
Okay.
Is it as effortless as it looks for Tom, or is it hard work?
Is what as effortless as it looks?
Tom, this that we're seeing over all of this is it effortless? I feel like I'm now the talk show host. Tom Westerholm is our guest here. Tom, you can find his work on Boston.com. Tom, this looks effortless for you. Is it really this easy, or do you make it look easy?
It's a good question, obviously. When I get out of the shower in the morning, I choose some clothes and throw a hat on. So I don't know. This question is high effort for me. It is effort.
This is the most I've seen you struggle.
I don't have anything because I don't know. Is what effortless?
This is your chance. This is your chance to bask in the glory. We've a dude in the comment section being like, "Listen, man, I just love me some Tom Westerholm." Saying like people love Tom Westerholm, and
people are very kind, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I try a little bit when I'm on the pod. I don't know.
All right. I'm going to end it.
I'm very wrong-footed by that one, but thank you.
Yeah, you know what that was? You were too open. You got the ball and you were too open.
I was too open.
You were way too open. And like, you didn't know, you hesitated, rhythm dribble. You didn't know what to do. And you missed by a foot. You just
listen. It happens to even the best shooters. And as I can attest as the best shooter. So,
all right, we're going to end it there. So Tom, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Again, listeners, this was a good one. This was fun. This was a good questions.
I do enjoy these questions. This is good. I like the randomness of it. This is perfect for a Friday in August. So like, let's do this. And let me answer the question for Tom. It is this effortless. He's Tom. Good. So very, very. He works hard, but it's also it's just smooth. So. Thanks to Tom. Thanks to you for submitting these questions every Friday now for the next, until the season starts and we have stuff to talk about on Fridays. We'll be doing Flashcard Friday. It's just whole concept is you submit the random topics. We have no idea what we're talking about until until we read the cards. So it's freestyling off the top of our heads. Make sure you're subscribed to get these shows, all shows. Monday, mailbag, a little bit more preparation in the mailbag Mondays. You can submit those questions at johnkaralis.com/mailbag. I will take time to read them ahead of time and prepare actual answers for you. So submit those. That's the Monday show. Anything big that happens between now and then, we will talk about it. So 3 days a week, but possibly more. If you subscribe, you'll get them all for free on your favorite podcasting app. You can also watch the show on YouTube. Get into the comment section there. Share your thoughts. And then share the podcast. Tell everybody they should be listening to and watching the Locked On Celtics podcast here on the Locked On Podcast Network. It's your team every day.